substance marijuana? Couple. Well, after doing extensive research on hemp and marijuana, I'm here to inform you of the differences and similarities between the two plants, the beneficial uses of the hemp plant, and a little backstory on the course that hemp has taken in United States history. I will begin by discussing the similarities between hemp and marijuana. Hemp and marijuana are both varieties of the cannabis sativa plant. Both plants transmit the same aroma when in full bloom, and it is legal to grow both hemp and marijuana in the United States. More important than the similarities are the differences. Mostly those are the effects that they have on the body. Tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC as it is most commonly known, is the ingredient found in the plants. It contains less than 1% of THC, which makes it almost impossible to get high off of by smoking or consuming it, whereas marijuana contains 10 to 20% of the active ingredient of THC. In fact, getting high off of hemp is on par as trying to get drunk off of non-alcoholic beer. Pretty much impossible. The plants also differ in physical appearance. Marijuana plants tend to be shorter and bushier, whereas hemp plants are skinnier and can grow up to about 25 feet high. Generally, only female marijuana plants are used to cultivate drugs, whereas male species are used in hemp because their stalks are longer and bigger. There are over 25,000 uses of hemp. Clothing is one of the more common, which brings me to some of the beneficial uses that I'll go over with you. Cotton and polyester are both industries that have overtaken the industrial hemp. Polyester fabric manufacturing requires 6 times the average amount of energy to produce than either cotton or hemp. Manufacturing polyester generates many pollutants into the air and water, such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and sulfur oxides. Although cotton crops require a great deal less of energy to produce, they do require a great amount of water and pesticide treatments to keep them up. Health effects due to this pesticide use are very concerning for both humans and wildlife. Skager Smith-Heasters from the Reason Foundation stated, one researcher has estimated environmental and societal damages as a result of pesticide use in the United States at a value of $9.6 billion annually. Unlike polyester and cotton, industrial hemp uses much less energy to produce and has natural pest and weed control, unlike cotton, so it kind of takes care of itself as it's growing. Which means that fewer inputs are needed to cultivate the hemp crop. Even new technologies that allow for more precise application of pesticides and genetic engineering for herbicide-tolerant and insect-protected cotton still leave cotton well outside the environmental performance range of hemp, which was also noted by the Reason Foundation, which shows us that hemp is easier to grow and would save us energy in the U.S. if manufactured regularly. Another important everyday use of hemp would be the ability to make paper. These days, paper is more commonly made from trees, even though trees are made up of only 30% cellulose, which is the main ingredient needed to make paper. The other 70% of the tree must be removed using toxic chemicals, which again can end up dispersed into our rivers and the land. Hemp paper used to be very popular before we started making paper from wood and before it was legal. Hemp makes a stronger paper, which can last centuries longer than paper made from trees. Hemp paper does not crack, turn yellow, or deteriorate with age. Hemp contains 85% cellulose, which makes it almost entirely usable to make paper. And paper made from hemp hurd or the fibers in the stalk require little to no chemicals to manufacture. Now I just want to take a quick glance at the more environmentally friendly benefits of making paper out of hemp. 1 acre of hemp can produce as much as 4 to 10 acres of trees can within a 20-year cycle. Hemp stalks only take 4 months to mature, whereas trees take 20 to 80 years. Since hemp has been made illegal, which was around 1937, 70% of America's natural forests have been destroyed. And hemp paper can also be recycled much more often due to it being a completely resourceful, reusable resource. more surprising way that hemp can be used is as a biodiesel. Hemp seed oils produce biomass, which can be used as fuel for automotive vehicles, and when converted to charcoal can be used to heat your homes. 1 acre of hemp can produce 10 tons of biomass every 4 months. And hemp fuel is found to be one of the more environmentally friendly and cost-effective energy sources on the planet. Which brings me to a short video about the hemp car from Canada, which is traveling around the country using only hemp biodiesel. And I'll just show you from one.
Is you can use any oilseed crop, ranging from castor bean to palm oil, to soy oil, to hemp oil, and create a fuel that is 90% cleaner, 90% less carcinogenic than standard diesel fuel. Same energy and 90% cleaner.
What kind of mileage are they getting on the hemp car?
Pre-introduction of biodiesel, they were getting 27 miles per gallon. Post-introduction of biodiesel, 27 miles per gallon.
Okay, so pretty much there.
Across the
Okay,
board.
are they traveling all over the United States with the hemp car?
It's
The history of hemp has gone, just kidding. Now that we have covered the differences between the hemp plant and the marijuana plant and the beneficial uses the plant holds for some of our everyday necessities, I hope to have given you a little insight on the great use this plant holds and the benefits that would come to legalizing the growth of hemp.